So this golf fitness 5 and 5, we're going to talk about hip internal rotation and go through some really simple exercises to help improve your hip internal rotation for a better golf swing, more efficient golf swing. So in the golf swing, hip internal rotation on the trail side for a right-handed golfer would be this movement here, okay, loading into the trail side, then being able to turn all the way through on this lead side here would be hip internal rotation. So both sides needed. Here's some exercises, really simple exercises to help improve yours. So we're going to start off on the floor to improve sort of hip internal mobility. So either reclined or laying back down, feet nice and wide, and all you're going to do is drop your foot in, drop the knee in and then back up. Okay, so working on internal rotation of this right hip here. Okay, and then the same with the other side. Okay, making sure we're kind of feeling it around the hip and not round sort of the knee. So the next one's to sort of help strengthen the muscles to pull us into it, internal rotation. So we're going to use the band this time round the ankle. So I've got a looped band onto all fours. So popping down, hands below your shoulders, knees nice and close together. And all I'm going to do is try and move, I'll go right leg first into internal rotation and back in under control, okay. So I'm just basically tapping the toe down as far as I get out, internal rotation, back down, trying to keep everything else nice and still, not twisting from the body and trying to get a little bit extra and cheating. So out, back down, right side, okay, left side. So this is working on the muscles around the hips to pull you into internal rotation. So next up, we've kind of done mobility on the floor, sort of strengthening on the floor. Next we can kind of make, stand up and do something standing now. So we're going to do some Stork Turns. So standing up against the wall, holding on to something that's not going to move. Okay, all we're going to do is stand on the left leg, right foot tucked in behind, and the aim is to get our right hip over this this left leg and turn back. Okay, so working an internal rotation and back, not just waving the knee around. Okay, making sure this turns as far as we can. Okay, it might not turn as far for you as it does me. Okay, so you can have a slightly bent knee, the foot's going to move around a little bit, try not to let it roll over. Exactly the same the other side. Okay, and then lastly we're going to go through a follow through drill. So we're going to do left and right handed, and with this one we're going to make sure our toes are pointed slightly inwards, okay, just to make it a little bit harder, because we're really working on internal rotation rather than maybe normally your toes might be sort of flared out a little bit in your golf setup. That's fine for this drill, toes inwards. Okay, and all we're going to do is, so for a right-handed golfer, follow through, getting all the way up onto this weight onto this left side, follow through, back down, okay, toes in, follow through. Okay, really making sure we get all the weight through as if it was sort of a really good sort of finished position. Okay, obviously harder than if you were maybe toes flared out, doesn't require as much internal rotation, but this is to help improve it. Okay, follow through, toes in, get all the way around, hips facing the target. Okay, exactly the same the other way, so left-handed this time, follow through. Okay, weight all the way onto my right side this time, follow through, pelvis, hips facing the target. Okay, so there you go, some really simple exercises to help improve your hip internal rotation for a more sort of efficient, more sort of powerful golf swing, to really utilise the hips. Something starting from mobility on the floor, then sort of strengthening, then turning something, doing something on our feet like the Stork Turns, and then using something in how we would use it in the golf swing with the follow through drill at the end there. Give them a go.